This is Luxura, where luxury isn't just shown, it's revealed. There is a particular kind of object that the very wealthy occasionally commission, not to be seen exactly, but to exist, to be present in the world at the highest possible level of craft and intention, quietly without press releases or christening ceremonies open to the public or official confirmations of ownership. Deep Blue is that kind of object. She arrived in January 2026 from Lürssen's yard in Bremen. She transited the English Channel. She stopped briefly at Poole on England's south coast. Then she headed south toward the Mediterranean. And through all of it, nobody officially confirmed a single detail about her. Not who commissioned her, not what her interior looks like, not even her name until her hull made it undeniable. The super yacht world watched in the way it always watches things like this, carefully, from a distance, piecing together what it could from AIS data and drone footage, in the quiet, reliable intelligence of industry insiders who talk carefully about things they are not supposed to confirm. What they confirmed, carefully, is this. Deep Blue is almost certainly the property of Richard Liu, known in China as Liu Qiangdong, founder and chairman of JD.com, the e-commerce company that built itself into the second largest online retailer in China and one of the largest logistics operations in human history. Liu grew up in rural Jiangsu province, the son of a family that transported coal on the Yangtze River. He built JD from a single electronics counter in Beijing's Zhongguan Kuntec district, a stall essentially, selling optical disk drives, into a company that employs over 300,000 people and processes hundreds of millions of orders per year. Forbes once placed his personal fortune at over $19 billion. He has been compared to Jeff Bezos so consistently by so many different outlets that the comparison has become its own cliche. He does not particularly seem to mind. Liu is also, it should be said, a man who previously owned the Lürssen yacht Golden Odyssey, a significant vessel in its own right, now listed for sale, before commissioning what would become Deep Blue. The trajectory from Golden Odyssey to Deep Blue is the trajectory of a man who looked at what he had, found it insufficient, not in comfort, but in scale and ambition, and decided to go further. It is a decision that every great super yacht in history has been born from. The owner who was satisfied with what they had does not commission something new. Construction on Deep Blue began in late 2022 with the keel laid under the project name Project Deep Blue. For the first years of her build, she was among the most closely watched secrets in the industry, a vessel whose dimensions were known, whose general profile was speculated upon, but whose specifics remained behind Lürssen's characteristic wall of discretion. Her hull was launched on a floating dock in July 2023, with the bow joined to the rest of the vessel shortly after. The exterior was not revealed publicly until her launch in June 2025. And when it was, the reaction across the yachting community was immediate and unanimous. This was not a vessel that looked like anything that had come before it. Both interior and exterior design come from Winch Design, the British studio led by Andrew Winch, whose name appears across several of the vessels in Luxura's catalog, including the extraordinary Dilbar. For Deep Blue, Winch was working at a different register. Where Dilbar's interior carries cultural weight and maximum volume, Deep Blue's brief, from what can be understood through the vessel's visible characteristics, appears to have prioritized a different relationship between inside and outside, between the vessel and the water it moves through. She stretches to 134.2 meters in length with a broad beam of 19.8 meters. Her exterior design layers 6 expansive decks in soft, flowing curves that taper toward the bow, giving her a sculptural aerodynamic presence. That tapering, the way the upper decks narrow as they move forward, creates a silhouette that reads as deliberately dynamic, as though the vessel is always slightly in motion even when sitting still. Large, sweeping, glazed surfaces adorn both hull and superstructure, flooding the interior with natural light. Her silhouette bears comparison to Lürssen's 122-meter Oppo, now Lady Georgia, particularly in the tapered deck configuration. Though deep blue pushes the concept further, the color, it deserves its own moment. The aluminum superstructure of deep blue is painted in a specific, carefully chosen shade of blue, a deep, contemplative tone that sits between navy and slate, that changes character depending on the quality of light around it. In the gray skies of Bremen during sea trials, it read as almost charcoal. In Mediterranean summer light, it becomes something closer to cobalt. The name Deep Blue is not incidental. It is a description of intent, a vessel that wears the color of the ocean it was built to cross. Its distinct blue and white palette, sloping mast, and tiered superstructure ensure that it is instantly recognizable in photographs and video, a deliberate sculptural profile designed to leave a lasting mark. The upper aft deck is crowned by a sweeping pool with panoramic views over the stern, while on the beach club below is another large pool. Two pools on a yacht of this generation is not unusual. The placement of them, one elevated, one at water level, each serving a different relationship to the sea, is a design philosophy rather than an amenity checklist. The upper pool sits above the horizon line when the vessel is at anchor, surrounded by open sky. The lower pool opens toward the water, the beach club deck extending to meet it at the point where the ocean begins. They are not the same experience. They were not built to be anew. The broad forward deck remains clear to accommodate helicopter operations. Structural supports are set back from the windows, leaving vast, clear panels of glass for unobstructed views. A wide aft club at water level connects directly to the sea for relaxed ocean access. That last detail, the wide aft beach club opening directly to the water, reflects a shift in super yacht design philosophy that has been building for years. The most significant vessels are no longer designed primarily for impressing people from the outside. They are designed for the experience of being on the water from within them. The beach club is the clearest expression of that shift, a room that is simultaneously inside and outside. That allows 24 guests to exist at the waterline, to feel the ocean immediately without the mediation of a gangway or a tender. She was built in secret. She arrived in silence. Her owner has not confirmed his name. And somewhere in the Mediterranean right now, she is sitting at anchor, blue against blue, waiting for the story to continue. Here is what I want to leave you with. Richard Liu grew up on the Yangtze River. His family moved coal along it. Water was not a luxury for him. It was the texture of an ordinary childhood, the background noise of a life that had not yet become what it would become. And then he built JD.com. And then he commissioned this, a 134-meter Lürssen super yacht in the color of deep water, built by the most respected shipyard in the world, designed by the studio that shaped Dilbar. The distance between the Yangtze and the Mediterranean is not just geographical. It is the full length of a particular kind of human story, the story of what ambition, sustained over decades, eventually builds. What does a vessel like Deep Blue represent to you? Not as a symbol of wealth, but as an object, as something made by human hands and human ingenuity at the outer edge of what's possible. Is there something worth admiring in that? Or does the scale of it sit uncomfortably? Drop your answer below. This is the kind of conversation worth having. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing content.